Hi, this is Crystal B.
Nicole Garcia.
And Christine Rodriguez.
We're 3 millennial moms.
And longtime friends who met working in radio.
And we really partied in clubs together.
Now we're deep in our mom era.
But we're still popping bottles.
Hey!
This is Nightclubs to Nightfeeds.
We are back with another episode of season 2. And today our guest is muy especial. Muy especial guest because it is that rock on Nicole's finger.
Hey,
let's get it. You see that emerald?
Gonna get married.
It's not just a rock.
It's not. It's an emerald, which is very
emerald.
Colombian of you.
So Colombian of me to
I
get
love
an
it.
emerald.
Beautiful.
I know, your girl's engaged.
We need to discuss everything.
Yeah.
Because, we have in group chat, but, details.
Right. Let's get
Because
this
I've been
out
wanting
the
to
chat.
ask you, but I also don't. I'm like, maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she's just trying to enjoy being engaged, which, a lot of people do.
Right.
What are the details?
No,
what is happening?
Ask me all the questions.
Okay, so
know.
what? Do you have a timeline? You're engaged. We are discussing that this whole episode.
Yes.
What is a timeline? What is your
Yes.
dream timeline? What are the musts that you want for your wedding? Because you have been waiting for this. This is something that we all are excited for as young women, as women.
Yeah.
What have you envisioned?
And I'm sure our listeners are that are going or ready to enter this phase or have been through this phase.
Yes.
I feel
like
to us.
I think if some of our audience members who have been here since season 1 know that I was the only one that was like, well, my partner. I kept saying my partner because I felt like I'm too old to say my boyfriend.
Yeah.
You say my baby daddy.
My baby daddy. Baby daddy. No, Zaire and I have been together for 13 years.
Yes.
So that's a long time. We did have a little stint where we were fake broken up.
Yeah.
I mean, we were broken up, but we also always talked and we saw each other.
You're always there.
We're always there. Even though we
Yeah.
had our own things going on, we're still together, you know?
So
So I still count all 13 years. So it's funny because I text both of you guys and I was like, I think he's going to propose soon.
You told us on the podcast.
I did?
Yeah. I think so,
maybe we
yeah.
weren't filming, but you told us on one podcast recording date.
I think it's
he's going to do it
coming.
at the photo shoot. the
Yes.
family
Did you
photo
both
shoot.
know it was coming?
Yes.
Yes.
At that point, you
Because
did?
We
He
recorded the
reached
video.
out to us.
Oh, but when I brought it up, you both
Oh,
knew
no,
already?
we didn't know
No.
that. No,
Okay.
no.
Because I know that I remember. Okay, maybe I did bring it up.
We
to both
only
of you.
found out maybe the day before, 2 days
A
or
few
something.
days before,
Yeah.
When he asked me the video.
He
He
couldn't
did
let
that on
out the
purpose.
secret. Yeah, he
Yeah.
couldn't let it out too far in advance.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yes. And he did that. He told me later because he wanted to make sure nobody slipped.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
of course.
course,
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, so I had a feeling it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 13 years, it's gonna come.
It better happen.
Because
better
you
happen.
guys had talked about, so lead
Yes.
us up to the engagement.
'Kay.
What had you guys talked about?
'Kay.
Was it? Did you always know, both of you, that you were going to get married? What
Yes.
was the thought process?
Oh, girl. Okay. So I don't even know if I told you guys this. So I mentioned we had the breakup, right? So
Yes.
after the breakup, then I was like, oh, wait, do I really? Oh, I really do love this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of deep work, to the point where we weren't living together. I had my own spot. He had his own spot. I did deep work of okay, what is love? Have I ever been in love?
Which I will say I feel is so important
Yes.
for a female to live on her own.
100%.
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
actually been talking to Henry about this recently. You know my live alone
Yes.
era.
So fun.
Yes.
Fun.
Yes.
But just being on your own, just being that independent, just doing everything. You are the man, woman of the house.
Yep.
You are it.
Yeah.
I feel that is so important. And I'm
Yep.
so happy that I had that because I have some friends who never lived alone and are going into marriage or married now. And I'm like, oh, I'm so happy I had that for myself.
Yeah.
Well, because there's
agreed.
a standard. Because you're not. I think that you kind of slip into being a wife. Because so Zaire and I, we moved together, and I was slipping into that. And then when we broke up, and I had my own spot, it was great because then I had my own standard. So then when we moved back in, I was like, you could do that. I'm not gonna do that. And also, I'm not your wife yet.
Yeah.
So when we decided we were going to get back together, he was kind of about it at first. And so we're spending a lot of time together. And I was like, I'm not doing this on and off thing with you.
Yeah.
And because I had done that before with other men. And I'm like, I'm not. And I feel like I gave myself much more reverence as a woman. I'm not doing this with a man. A man?
Yeah.
Not doing that with a man.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not doing that. So I remember writing I wrote down on a list wants and needs
From a man.
From this man.
From a partner.
Okay,
Yes.
from this man.
From this partner.
Yes. So I said, well, no, like in general, like what are my wants and what are my needs in life?
How old were you when this was happening?
I was 34. 33, 34.
Oh, this was kind of recently.
Yeah, because I had stayed at 35. So, no, this had to be like 33, I want to say.
Okay.
Because then we were together for like a year, and then we ended up having Saint. Unexpected. So, on my wants, I don't remember what is on this list, but like I had wants and I had needs. Wants was like, sorry, mom and dad listening. You could turn off, you can just skip this part. But just wait. Like, like, great, like intimate sex or like intimacy without sex. I wanted just like fun. I want to travel. I want, and then the needs are need to have, to be honest with one another, to be honest with ourselves. Like, like I spent a lot of time on these wants and needs, right? It was great. It was a great exercise for me to know what these are. Then I went to his crib and I was like,
you're like, here's the list.
Literally, I pulled up just for that. Like, we were going to hang out, but I was like, I said I have something to talk about. And we were kind of playing that game of like together, not together. I was like, I'm not doing this. And I said, this is what I want from my partner. I would love for this to be you. If it's not you, it's fine. But this is going to be my partner.
And I think that's so great. Like,
so
putting
mature.
your foot down as a woman.
Right.
And I also think that a real man sees that and doesn't get scared. But I feel like a lot of males that aren't ready get scared of that.
Right.
And like that's low-key like what happened with Henry and I before we were even started dating. I was like, I don't know what this weird in between is.
I remember that.
But I'm not doing it anymore. And he's like, well, we should just be friends. I'm like, I don't need a friend. And like we've already passed that line of friend. So like chill on the friend line.
Right.
And then we were like done, not gonna talk. And we went our separate ways. And I heard from him a week later, and he's like, okay, you're right. And I said, yeah, that is right.
I am right.
Yeah,
okay?
but I think like for a woman, like getting to that point, I don't know how long it took you to that point to be like, I'm going to make this list and I'm going to present it to him. Yeah. For me, like it took me a while to like get that courage to be like, I'm going to tell him like, no, like I'm going to put my foot down, because I think as women, we're taught like, like, or society is like, just wait, don't be pushy. Don't be that pushy girl.
Especially when we're younger. Like when this happened, 20s, right?
Yeah, 20s.
Like
mid-20s.
I feel our brains in mid-20s are just like, okay, I'm with this guy that I really like, so I'm just gonna like.
And I don't want to scare him away.
Yes,
I don't want to be that annoying
crazy,
girl.
quote unquote crazy. They're quick to call you crazy all the time. Like I feel like that would have been in your 20s. Giving a 20-year-old man that list is way different than giving a 30-year-old man that list.
We're not. I'm not playing. Like especially since I told you like I did this deep work and reevaluating like what is love, and been like, have I ever been in love? And what kind of love do I want to experience? And then, like, there was a lot of deep work that I did on myself. And I remember writing the list, and I had so much anxiety in my body. Like, I was shaking because it was something that I was breaking. I was breaking some pattern in my body that my body's not used to. I remember where I was in my apartment, and I had to like jump up and down to like get rid of this, like these jitters. Yeah. And I was super nervous to tell him, but I was also like, I deserve this. Yeah. And I'm not playing, like I'm not going into this, into my 30s in this like limbo type of state. I'm too old for this. Yeah. And so I gave him the list, and I don't remember what he said. But I was like,
remember?
No, I think he was just like, okay, or like, that's it. Like, we didn't have a conversation. I was like, I left it there. Oh. I didn't read it to him. I don't think I read it to him.
Like, read this on your own time.
Yeah, this is for you. But I made it very clear. This is either going to be you or somebody else. This is on you. If you want me to experience this with someone else, it's going to happen.
Yeah. You're getting first dibs right now.
Right now.
It's being presented to you right now.
Right now.
If you don't want
it or leave
it, that's fine. But let it be known if you're down with this or not.
That's what it was. What was his response?
I think he said like, okay. I think it was like something like that. And then I left. Okay. I didn't stay. I didn't want to have a conversation. And then I don't remember what happened after that. But then we did spend more time, but then it felt a lot more intentional. Mm-hmm. And then it wasn't.
Because he knew you weren't playing.
I wasn't playing. Yeah, he knew I wasn't playing.
So then you guys were like back together. Like,
after
this was
that,
like, okay, we're back together.
Yeah, because it seemed like I didn't initiate text messages. I didn't initiate hanging out. I didn't initiate anything because I dropped everything off to him. And I was like, I'm right here. Yep. So
balls in your court.
Balls in your court. Do what you want to do. But I'm also going to do what I want to do and what I need to do. So then everything felt more intentional after that. There was no like, will you be my girlfriend? But it was more like, okay, no, I am. I am, because now I came to his daughter's 8th grade graduation. His family seeing me. Like if you know Zaire, he does not play like that. Yeah. He is not bringing you around his daughter and his family.
For funsies.
For funsies.
Yeah.
So then we knew. And then later he told me, like, I knew that if I got back together with you, we were going to get married and we were going to have kids.
Wow.
So he knew what he was doing intentionally. So fast forward to when he asked me. Actually, backtrack a little bit. Back in December, I remember what gave it away was his mom.
Oh my gosh.
It was back in November
because
of last
of the
year.
photo shoot.
No, because my birthday's in November. Zaire's mom called Zaire on speakerphone. And so I was hearing a conversation. She was like, is Nicole around? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, I'll call you later because I want to talk about something. And I'm like, in my head, I'm great at pattern recognition. So I'm like, what could you be talking about? We already talked about Christmas, Thanksgiving, my birthday. What more is there to talk about?
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Put a pin in that. And then later in the year, I just, like, little things that he would say, that his mom would say. I was like, all right, it's coming. Then fast forward to the end of the year. We're going to have a family photo shoot. So he was the one that initiated the photo shoot. And I was like, oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
That's when you told us.
Yeah. So
you're like, there's a photo shoot. And
there's a photo shoot happening. I was like, I think this is going to happen. Zaire's a phenomenal photographer in LA. Also travels everywhere.
Yep.
So I was like, this would make sense for a photographer to have, like, to propose. It just makes sense.
Yeah. Does he, even though he's a photographer, does he plan the family photo shoots, or was this the first one that he planned?
This is the first one he planned. Okay. So that's how I also knew, because he
I'm
doesn't like
we're
planning.
The ones who always think of that
right.
Stuff,
so he doesn't like planning stuff like that. Like, he will, and he's super detailed and super organized, but he's just like, I'd rather not. So I knew he found location, he found photographer. He asked me the color theme I wanted, so I chose it, and he was like, okay. And then he would get in like the chat.
He said, get your nails done.
right. And so then so we're in a chat with his daughter, and he's telling her, make sure you have all. So, like, he's on it. He bought Saint's outfit. So I'm like, it's happening. So I text both of you, like, I think it's happening. Yeah. And both of you are like, oh my gosh. But then Crystal, you're like, okay, but manage your expectations, because if it doesn't happen. So I was like,
and
okay,
at this point, we really didn't know what was happening.
We really did not know.
But I also didn't want you to be like hyping yourself up and then it not happen. I'm like, I think it's happening too, but
just in case.
I don't want her to be so mad after the photo shoot and like no.
And I
ring
chimed
happens.
in after that, because being with somebody who we didn't get engaged for 10 years or 9.5 years.
So there was
9.5 years. We were together for 10 years and we got married.
Damn.
So I had many a times where I thought we're at the Eiffel Tower, we're traveling Spain, we're doing all these other things. I was like, it's for sure gonna happen. And people would tell me that too, like, oh, it's for sure gonna happen, and then it wouldn't happen, and I'd be like, I'm fucking mad. Now I'm fucking mad on this
because
vacation.
You built yourself up, right? Because you got your nails did,
right?
So I chimed in on that to be like, yes, just in case it doesn't, do not hate him. Yes, because I've been there. Don't do it.
Right. And I remember Crystal being like, get your nails done. I'm like, okay. Yes. But then part of me was like, I didn't get my nails done because I wanted to see if he was going to say something. He said nothing. And I was like, so maybe he's not going to do it? So then the day before, so then that week I was like, I think I might get my nails done. I haven't done it in a long time. He's like, okay. And I was like, that's it? Like,
you should have been like, if he would have given it away, if he was like, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for you to get your nails done.
So then I was like, maybe it's not. But then, so then I text Talia, because they went to Target, and I was like, can you go, no, in a group chat, and I was like, can one of you guys get me some nails? I think I want to wear some. She was like, yes. And she told me, she's like, I would not have let you go without. She's like, I would have done something to make sure you had nails on. I was like, cool. I love that.
Yeah.
So
and that's your stepdaughter.
My stepdaughter,
who is a senior in high school now.
She got your back.
So she gets it.
She got your back.
She got my bag. Yeah. Love her. So, okay. Then fast forward to the actual proposal. So we're all getting ready. I told him, I said, what time do I need to be ready by? Don't rush me. I don't want any like bad vibes. Even though like I had a feeling, Because he also is like, he's the type that needs to be on time for everything, right?
Yeah.
And if we're not running late, he's like, come on, what's going on?
I got one of those at home.
So I'm like, don't do that. Like, I want to
I
be
feel like that's all men. Henry's like that too, and I'm like, you already know I'm running late.
Also, it's like
you're
we're
setting
also
yourself
getting
up.
the child ready too.
That
Like you're
part.
rushing me,
Right.
but it's two of us, and then like it's
And you're
just
not.
you.
Yeah,
only
you're
getting
downstairs
yourself
watching
ready.
soccer, and I'm
Yes.
upstairs trying to chase this kid down.
Yes.
And do my eyelashes.
Right.
And like all this
Yes.
stuff.
Like,
Yes.
get up here then.
Right,
Yep.
exactly.
Agreed.
Yeah. So then he was okay. He was like very chill that morning too.
Okay,
Very
okay.
He was
chill.
probably so nervous. He was like,
Good vibes.
chill.
Good vibes. Yeah.
Like,
Good vibes
I need
only.
to be like
Yeah.
so chill.
Right. So then everything was cool, chill. There was a point where everybody was like getting in the car. I forgot something upstairs. I ran upstairs to get it. He was getting the ring out of the security.
Nicole.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know.
I feel like you love to find out what's happening.
But I didn't go for that.
Subconsciously.
Yeah, no, but even with the photo shoot, like telling us, like,
I know.
I think it's happening.
I
like
know.
you were, and you were right though.
I was right.
Like that's why I'm like, you wanted to figure out what was happening.
But also, like, I'm a master at pattern recognition. So it's like something is just different.
turn
You're
off
being-
the recognition.
But you know what? I felt I felt a sense of home and a sense of security, especially right before it happened. But wait, hold on. So I ran upstairs to get something from the bathroom, not our room. So I went to the bathroom, I got something, and Zaire comes out. He's like, do we have any hand sanitizer? And I was like, yeah, I do. I'll go get it. He said, okay, cool. I just came up to get mine. And I'm like, okay. That was smooth. I didn't
okay.
know. He later told me that he was getting the ring out of his safe and that I screwed it up. And so he was trying to think on his toes and was like, oh, I got the hand sanitizer. It's fine. I'm like, okay. But he had it in his hand the whole time. But I didn't know.
Wow.
And then him and Talia like smooth passed it on. Anyway, so we're doing the photo shoot. Everyone's kind of doing their own. Okay, it's like Talia and Saint, and then it's me and Saint, and then everyone's kind of doing their pairs. And then Zaire said, "No, Nicole and I will be last." I'm like, "Oh, it's about to happen."
I knew it.
Is your heart
I
beating
knew
like
it.
crazy at this point? Okay.
I feel a sense of like peace, and like again, it feels like I'm at home because I know it's about to happen. But like, Zaire's my safe space. Zaire's my home.
Right, but this is like years.
Years in
Yes,
the making,
leading
like
up
years.
to this moment.
Right. So then I hear our song, which is Teddy Swims' "God Went Crazy." So it's like, God went crazy when he gave me you, something like that. So I heard the song and I was like, oh, it's on. So then we're like taking pictures and then he goes, here, come on, stand on this side. So I stand on that side and then he like turns me and he goes, so
The photographer in him is like, stand.
Yeah,
literally,
right there.
literally, he's posing.
Yeah,
me.
yeah, literally.
And so he says something like, at this point now everything's kind of a blur. He turns me to face him and he said something along the lines of like, do you remember this list? And he took out the list of wants and needs.
Wow.
Stop.
So he had it.
He had it the whole time. And he said something along the lines of, do you notice something on there that's missing? So I'm like, at this point, literally it's blurry because like I'm like getting teary-eyed. And I look at it and I make a joke and I point to like intimate sex or something like that. And so he starts laughing. I start laughing, which is great because he's nervous. I think he's nervous. And then I go, no, it's marriage. So and then he said something I don't remember. So it's just like I was crying. Then he gets down on one knee and this is where I start crying.
Was he crying?
He was not crying.
Okay.
I was crying and I was like, it's about to happen. He's laughing though, like we're like laughing, I'm crying. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's about to happen. So this is the moment like I'm excited about.
Yeah.
And I do remember him saying like, will you marry me? And at that after, I don't even remember if I said yes. Like I was just crying, but I looked at the video back. I did say yes. And I'm just like crying. And after like he gets up and we hug and it was like this really beautiful moment. I look over at Talia. She's taking video crying. And
That's so special.
Saint is there. So Saint is following the photographer. So he's going back and forth, getting like tons of different angles. And then and later I look at the video, Saint's following the photographer. It's so cute. I'm crying. Then he goes, I have one more surprise for you. He takes out his phone. And it's all the videos of the people I love saying congratulations. Yes. So then I saw both of you and I'm like, you guys knew.
Yeah, but we did barely
We
find
did
out.
barely.
Yes.
Yes.
We both,
yes.
So it was
wow,
fun.
Zaire, the
Yes,
romance,
the
was
romance.
turned all the way up.
I love it. I love it. And
That
that's
is amazing.
I love romance. So like, babe, do more of it. I love it. You know.
Yeah.
So romance to the wedding.
Yes.
What is
Oh
the
my gosh.
timeline? Let's get what are you visioning? What is happening?
So, girl, in my mind, what would make the most sense is we first, instead of taking 40, 50, 60, I don't know how much it costs, thousands
Grand.
of dollars for a wedding, I want to buy a house.
yeah.
And I want to buy a house with a big backyard, and I want to have it there.
yeah.
Yes.
That's what I want.
We both had backyard weddings.
Amazing. That's what
Us
I want.
too.
Zaire doesn't. Zaire wants, he's like, I don't want people in my house like that, which like I get, you know. But
Which
Yeah.
I totally get that
Yeah.
too.
I get.
So-
Yeah, you didn't get married at your house.
I got married at my parents' house, but I still kept it outside.
Yeah.
Like only
Yeah.
the wedding party was allowed inside.
Yeah.
And we rented the restrooms that were the luxury restrooms, the trailers. We had
Yeah.
those available, but mine was really small at my parents' house.
Yeah.
My
How many
big wedding
people?
you were at.
Yes.
Like my big wedding was on a rooftop
Yeah.
in LA. So at my parents' house was 80 people. And that was just the ceremony
Oh,
of
man.
us and our vows, and we made that really intimate.
Yeah.
And I like that we did it like that. And then we did the big celebration that was 250 people.
Wow.
Yeah,
on
that
the
was like your
rooftop.
wedding reception, right? And then
A whole different day.
yes,
whole different
day.
the day after.
The
You had
second
two
day.
dresses.
Yeah, I had three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three dresses. Where
Yeah.
did you wear the other one?
There was two on the second night.
Oh.
I came out in a longer one,
And
but
then
then
you
I
had a shorter one.
ended in a shorter one.
Wow.
Yeah. We got married at our house. And we
Yes.
also did the same thing where we only allowed immediate family, or like we tried to make the outside bathrooms like the men's bathrooms, and then that way like if
Yeah.
like women needed to go in, I just knew they'd be cleaner and I trusted them.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of prep, and I think like, you know, I planned our wedding. I budgeted everything. I did it all.
Dang.
Literally, I just set up something with Drew. I was like, okay, every month, this is how much I'm going to need from you based on the vendors who need all the down payments, like all that stuff. So I planned the whole thing. We only had a day of coordinator that I had a friend do it that day.
Oh,
And I
wow.
literally just like handed everything off to her and was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not stressing
Type
anymore.
A
You
to
do
the
this.
end.
But up until that point, I did everything.
And I never stressed the whole time because I had a wedding planner.
Yeah. Oh, I love that for
And
you.
That
I
part.
love that for myself because I have heard like women being so stressed and caught up in the planning of the
details.
wedding that you kind of lose the excitement.
Yeah.
And I did not want that. And my sister had gotten married before, and I have friends who've gotten married. So like they shared that with me, and I was like, yeah, I want to remember this as a really fun time.
Yeah.
I want to do
Yeah.
the fun stuff. I don't want
Yeah.
this to seem like a chore, a job, homework. I'm going to do the
Yeah.
fun stuff. Tell me what florals I need to pick out. Tell me what songs I need to make on a playlist. Tell all
Yeah,
of that
that's what
stuff.
I want.
to be involved in.
Yeah.
All the finding the vendors. This is who I want. This is the vibe.
Do
do
it.
it.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, question: how far in advance did you both plan your wedding?
We got married quick.
Yeah, we did too. Like it was 8 months.
6 months.
Oh, where'd you guys get the money for it? Okay,
So
wait. Question.
that's another thing about
Yes.
why I didn't hire a wedding planner, because I was like, I'd rather do it myself and use that money for something else because we were on a tight budget, because it was 8 months. Thank God we did that, because COVID hit immediately after.
Oh.
At first, we had thought we were going to wait the full year. And my mom was like, wait, I thought you guys were going to wait the full year. Like, you guys, it's kind of rushing this. But I was like, no, I want to do it in September. Like, at our house, we know the weather will be nice. So it was like the weather factor, one. But then two, the saving up the money part, I was like, we at least need 8 months. That was like the minimum.
Wow.
And we had like, because we didn't, you know, some families, everybody's different, but like some families will give you a check to be like,
family.
here
yeah.
is some $10,000 for your wedding. Here's whatever, you know, which we had that in other ways. Like my mom helped with the dress. Like Drew's parents helped us with other things like throughout the
Right.
months so that we could save that extra money for the wedding.
Yeah.
So we couldn't have done it without that in 8 months. Like just it being such a short timeline. And for both of us, obviously we were both working full time and all of that, but even having it at our house, it's still thousands of dollars. Like
Yeah.
everyone thinks like, oh, like $5,000, you could probably do a house wedding. Like,
Hell
no.
no.
We're in double digits here. Like this
Right.
is, and we didn't do like a second vendor party, you know? So it was the
Right.
vendors who came to our house. I'm type A, so I wanted control of everything.
Yes.
That was gonna be the case from the beginning. And
See, I wanted control. I just don't want to like go find.
Yeah.
Like if you bring me somebody that I don't like, I'm gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
Bring
I
me
think
another
for
option.
me it wasn't so much finding because I've done events. So I already knew the florist. I knew all the people that I was gonna have, except for the food. That was the only one where I was like, we've had people here before. I don't know if I'm gonna use them. So like kind of that was. But if you're not working with trusted vendors like throughout the process, like then or before, and you don't have people for sure the wedding planner is definitely gonna be the one who like finds trusted people.
And my wedding planner is a Latina who books and hires Latino vendors.
Yes.
Hey, let's get it.
So
I need that.
That was really amazing. She's like great. I used her for my baby shower. She's amazing. Yeah. And like now friends have used her,
Evelyn.
Yes.
We also had all Latino vendors at our wedding.
Oh,
I just did that.
Yeah.
But it is nice, like, obviously being able to hand it off like one. Right. If we had the extra budget, I would have done that too.
What time of year did you both get married?
September.
October.
How was the weather?
End of September.
Great.
Beginning of October?
Yeah, 14th.
Yeah,
or no, my sister's 14th. I'm 7th and 8th.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
We're September 28th.
September's also hot sometimes, so like
still a little hot.
We did it at the end, and the weather was great.
Okay, it's always like Halloween. Is like it always seems in LA is like that's the first week it gets cold. Halloween.
Yeah.
So if you can get that October before,
yes,
like a few weeks before, the weather's still nice. It's not rainy and it's not cold. Halloween cold.
Also, end of September it did sprinkle the morning and like afternoon of the wedding, which I did not think was going to be the case. It doesn't normally sprinkle in September here. Right. Like I thought, getting married in the spring, that's obvious. But yeah, that was if we would have waited till October, maybe there would have been a lesser chance of that.
Good to know. Last thing I'll say about this.
Yes.
Maybe next year, 2027.
Okay.
More likely 2028. Because also I'm going to turn 40 next year. And y'all know, like, I kind of want another baby. I do want another baby. So it's like, when is it going to happen?
You think the baby's first before the wedding?
I say yeah, but I don't. Zaire's probably rolling his eyes.
That's like what I say. And you and I have talked about this, like, separately. And I'm just like... I also feel like this is a big thing, like with women. Like it has to be like marriage, baby, and I have a lot of friends who are getting engaged now in their later 30s that don't have kids, and now they're also feeling like, oh my god, I need to rush to get married and then rush to have a baby.
Right.
Or you just do it how you want to do it.
Right.
Like, if you want the baby now, this is your person. You're engaged. You know what's happening.
Right.
Like, you don't have to prove a wedding to everyone else. Or I also told you, just go to the courthouse and get married. You can start doing all the paperwork and everything, which is so helpful because if you wait to do that after you're married, it's just like another thing to do after. If you go get married and you have your ceremony in 2028 or 2027, that's when we're going to celebrate it,
Yeah, and then if you have another baby, you guys are married on paper for all the hospital stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if that matters or not, but,
like,
it's easier logistically.
Right.
And then do the ceremony when you're ready,
Well, we'll see. 2027 or 28.
Yay.
We'll see.
So we're going to need another update.
We'll need another update, yes. Follow along for the journey.
And now we get to start shopping on Zillow.
Yeah.
And sending you
for the houses. Yes. And then anybody listening, please give me all the advice, please, in the comments. YouTube, Spotify, our Instagram, Nightclubs and Nightfeeds,
Realtors, are you listening?
Realtors, hit us up.
Wedding planners, vendors.
Yes.
She's going to need everything.
I'm going to need all of it. Please hit me up.
Makeup artist, hair artist.
Everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
Also, venue. Are you going to want to get married here in LA or destination?
I mean, if we could do our house.
Oh, yes.
But Zaire doesn't like that. So I don't know. Girl, I don't know.
I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah.
That's what I did at my parents' house.
My parents' house.
I wouldn't like it either. I loved it. I loved getting married at our house.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'll give you guys an update.
Many updates to come.
Yes.
Well, we're excited. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And TBD. Let's see what happens first, wedding or baby.
Ooh, let's see. Take your pick, your polls.
Join the number 2 squad.
Hey, mamas. Thanks for watching.
Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of our other episodes.
Find us at Nightclubs to Nightfeeds. That's Nightclubs, the number 2, and then Nightfeeds. And we'll catch you on the next episode.